Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about the 2017 and current 2018 closings for Walt Disney World. Now, I'm not going into every single closure because there's lots of little ones, such as some of the entertainment in the Epcot World Showcase. There are a few shows that will no longer be performed. However, I am going to talk about things that were either long running or are iconic or were actually a location or a ride in one of the parks. Let's go ahead and start off by jumping right into the Magic Kingdom. Their only closing was in 2017, and it was the Wishes Nighttime Spectacular. Wishes opened on October the 9th of 2003. It was the replacement for the original show, Fantasy in the Sky. The last running of Wishes was on May the 12th of 2017. It has now been replaced by a new nighttime show titled Happily Ever After. Wishes was, at its roots, a show narrated by Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio in which he discussed your wishes coming true. The next closing that I'm going to be discussing is at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It was the show Flights of Wonder, which is an exotic bird show. Flights of Wonder ran from the day Animal Kingdom opened on April the 22nd, 1998 through December the 31st of 2017. Flights of Wonder is actually not going away. The show itself is being revamped in order to be themed to Disney Pixar's movie Up. And during the show now, Russell and Doug are going to take you along their journey of discovering exotic bird species. Let's go over to Hollywood Studios, where I'm going to discuss a ride that I know a lot of people were upset to see go. This ride is the Great Movie Ride, and it was actually the direct inspiration for Disney's Hollywood Studios. From what I was reading, it was supposed to be a ride in Epcot, and instead they had decided that they were going to make an entire park around the idea of Hollywood and around the idea of this ride. The Great Movie Ride was located inside the replica of the Chinese Theater, and it opened with the park on May the 1st, 1989. Unfortunately, it was also the very last ride that had been at Hollywood Studios since the park's opening. The Great Movie Ride closed on August the 13th of 2017, and it is going to be replaced by Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. The Great Movie Ride is a ride that I would like to actually do a more detailed video about. If you guys would be interested in seeing that, please leave a comment below and let me know. And if so, then I will definitely have to do that at a later time. Alright, now let's go over to Epcot, where there were actually two closings. I'm going to talk about the one that wasn't nearly as impactful first. It was the Circle of Life and Environmental Fable. And this was in the Harvest Theater at the Land Pavilion. It opened to replace a show called Symbiosis on January the 21st of 1995. It ran through February the 3rd of this year, 2018, and is said to be being replaced by Disney Performing Arts. Now, if you know anything at all about Disney Performing Arts, you know that used to they had used a trailer which was in between the Germany and Italy pavilions. And the thought is that because they're doing all of this moving around, they're going to be at the Harvest Theater instead of in this trailer. There's potential that they could be clearing that space to create a new World Showcase pavilion. A lot of the forums that I read rumored that it could be Brazil because that was something that at one point Disney had wanted to do. The last thing that I'm going to discuss today is the closing of the Universe of Energy. And as most of you know, this is a whole pavilion at Epcot actually, so I am going to discuss this in just a little bit more length than the rest of the attractions. Now, the Universe of Energy opened on October the 1st of 1982, and it was quite different from anything else that had opened at Walt Disney World because the ride cars were being powered by solar panels on the roof, and it was basically a show that focused on energy and the future of our natural resources and things such as this, which is actually what the Ellen DeGeneres featured show discusses in more detail. The Universe of Energy is the pavilion that is located in the eastern half of Future World. This pavilion opened on October the 1st of 1982, and it was originally sponsored by ExxonMobil. As a lot of people know or have noticed in talking about the history of Walt Disney World, most things that were at Walt Disney World were actually sponsored by companies due to the budget being so tight in opening these theme parks. The roof of the Universe of Energy was covered in solar panels, and this allowed the ride cars to be powered by solar energy rather than to be powered by electrical energy. The ride cars were battery powered, but they got their energy from the solar panels. As I stated previously, the original show that played at the Universe of Energy Pavilion was the Universe of Energy. That's how it was titled. That show itself ran from the opening, which was October the 1st of 1982, through January the 21st of 1996. It was basically making way for a revamp of a new show. Universe of Energy, the show, was replaced by Ellen's Energy Adventure on September the 15th of 1996. Now, this did not change the name of the pavilion or anything such as that. It only changed basically the show itself that was being showed during the ride, and it featured Ellen DeGeneres as well as Bill Nye the Science Guy. On July the 15th of 2017, Disney confirmed that they would be closing the Universe of Energy Pavilion and thereby Ellen's Energy Adventure in order to make space for a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction. On August 13th of 2017, the ride experienced its last day. And actually, a cool little tidbit is that during the very last running of the ride that evening, the ride broke down. They were in the primeval area of the attraction, and when it broke down, the cast members had told them it was going to take a while to get back up, so they likely weren't going to be able to ride again. But they let the people who hung out and waited for that last ride kind of spend about 15 minutes or so in the primeval area, and they were able to take pictures with the dinosaurs, to pose with them, and things such as that. So that was kind of cool of the cast members to do since they weren't going to be able to complete the full ride. Universe of Energy is another attraction or pavilion that I would like to go into more detail about in another video of its own. If you guys would be interested in that one, please feel free to comment below and let me know. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, feel free to comment below. Also, if you'd like to see me expand upon any other closures from different years or something such as that, please let me know. Feel free to like and subscribe to this channel. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.